1, 2, 3. Wepa!
HVAC Reefer Guy, and I am here live from 2025 AHR Expo in Orlando, Florida. And we have Louie the Boilerman is here.
Welcome, mi gente!
Dude, there's a ton of energy. You cannot get next to Louie with all of a sudden just like ready to go do something crazy. And and he's doing great. He's all over social media. But tell us about you, like how you got into the trade, and then how did you become the Boilerman?
Wow, good question.
Ah.
Well, I gotta say, first, I always knew from young that I always want to work with my hands. That's something that I had just naturally. It's just something like I guess an instinct, something I feel like when people say, it's either you got it or not, right? So I always know I wanted to work with my hands. And fast forwarding, you know what, I actually worked, I was in a program called BOCES for automotive. So I was thinking about going to the automotive career. And I did it, you know, it was great. I had a great teacher, they were great mentors to me. But at that time, I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt there was too many auto mechanics. I didn't have a mentor per se. So maybe if I had a mentor, I would have started HVAC earlier. But fast forwarding, I got into HVAC because I needed a job. At that time, I got 2 jobs. One was to fix the commercial laundry machines. We used to put the old school quarters. I mean, if you guys don't know, yeah, you used to put quarters in, wash your clothes and your panties. And also, I got a job in a border company, an oil company in Brooklyn, New York. And they're looking for a helper at that time. I wasn't saying an apprentice, it was a helper at the moment. So, long story short, I got approved and I got both jobs. So I asked my uncle, I said, listen, Theo, you mind if I give me some advice? And I asked him, what do you think? They both started me at the same time at $10 an hour. And I was like, I just wasn't sure. I never heard of boilers. And that's when I got introduced to boilers. So he told me, you know what, Louie? He's like, nephew, listen, both of them sounds good. You're getting paid both the same salary. However, commercial laundry is good, but everybody needs a boiler, everybody needs heat and hot water. And I said, all right, that's the route I'm gonna take. And I took it, and it was history ever since because I'm doing this, 25 years in the game now.
But let's talk about the name The Boilerman. How did you, because it flows real easy.
Yeah.
It was a marketing, it was advertising, because you're out there, you're full of energy, you're like, oh my God, I'm Louie, and I'm the Boilerman. How did the Boilerman name get attached to you?
So to be honest with you, I give a good credit to a good friend of mine. He's the one who started it because, I always wanted to get into like the music, arts, and acting. That's something I always had a passion for. And I just, I really, be honest with you, when I was growing up, I really wanted to be a DJ. That's the honest truth. I said, I want to be a DJ when I grow up and play in the hottest clubs. It just never happened. However, now we got stuff called social media. Moving down the line, I'm saying, why not take the opportunity? And I said, you know what? I'm taking this opportunity. I want to get into it. But if I show you the videos when I first started to now, I was like, So it took me a little while to gradually, pop that cherry, like they say. And you know what? And now it just comes to me like, when the camera's on, it's showtime. But I enjoy it. And not only do I enjoy it for what it is, meaning that I can educate, I can show, I can demonstrate. There's so many different avenues you can use the video. Not I won't say just the content, but the video format. It just makes sense. And I really enjoy it.
So young person in the trade, watching your videos, watching all you're doing crazy stuff. They're saying, oh my God, I want to be Louie one day. I want to be Bill the Boiler Guy, and I want to be this. What would you recommend to them? What would you say to them to say, look, this is how to get into the trade. This is the schooling you need to take, or just go work hard. Like, what would you tell them to get into what you're doing?
Well, first, if you're looking to get into the trade, so answer that question is, first I would tell you, try to go for like a ride along with somebody, because everybody does it for the wrong reason sometimes. I want to do it for the money, I get paid a lot of money. Yeah, but you may not like it.
Right.
That's the first thing. Everybody says, I want to do it for the money. Okay, Papa, listen, I like the money, but you put me up on a scaffold to go, 50 stories up. I hate heights. I'm afraid of heights. Listen, I'm a gordito. So gordito's not good for us to, be on a structure. It's just not good. No bueno. You know what I mean? There's a weight limit. It's like, nah, it doesn't work for me. So I'm not going up there. Even if you pay me $1,000 an hour, I'm not doing it. This is just the way it is. So I would tell anybody, listen, go for a ride along. Ask for somebody. Ask for an opportunity, because it doesn't. What's the worst you can happen to you? Knock on the door and they tell you no. But if you knock enough, somebody's gonna give you the opportunity. And the opportunity, listen, you gotta start somewhere. I would say, listen, you mind if I do a ride along? Yes or no? And they say yes, then do it. And don't even do it for the page. Just do it like, let me try. Can we see? Because on TV, on video, on Instagram, it looks beautiful. Everything's sexy, right? But when you're doing it, it's like, Oh, I didn't know how to wake up early.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get my hands dirty. I know how to smell mierda. Oh, yeah, Papa, what do you think it was going to be? This is plumbing and HVAC. You know, they go hand in hand with each other. So it's not everything so easy. So I would say do it right along. First, establish that this is something you really want to pursue.
Great advice. You can find him all over social media at Louie the Boilerman. Of course, this is Mike, the HVAC Reefer Guy. Louie the Boilerman at AHR 20.5, Orlando, Florida.